It's happening. It's happening. It is 4:12 in the morning, and we are moving. The train is moving forward. Oh my goodness. We are train 6 hours late, but really, I don't care. I'm just so happy. I'm so happy that it's moving. Hey, you all. Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the South Shore Limited. Now currently leaving Union Station in Chicago, Illinois. I just uploaded the video from yesterday and laid down for a long winter's nap here on the train, but I can't sleep because I'm so excited. The train is leaving the station. I was actually getting worried. I took my sleeping medicine and got all ready for bed. I'm like, what if they make me get off the train? But they can't now because it's moving. They'll have to throw me off. So yeah, leaving the station here, leaving Chicago, and we are on our way, officially on our way to New York City. Please follow me. I keep hearing a chirping noise, almost like there's a smoke detector on the train that needs its battery changed. Maybe it's a smoke detector. I mean, you can have a train fire. It's just kind of nice just being able to lay here and look out the window. I feel like the window might be a little bigger too. So far I really like the differences in the roomette, but yeah, just relaxing and watch. I think we're headed to the train yard. Let's see some of the trains being fixed. Yeah, it's a metro train. That's not Amtrak. You can hear that whistle calling out. Love that noise. The best things about sleeping on a train. You can hear that whistle all night long. Rusty old bridge taking us across the river. If I fall asleep, I'll see you in the morning. Okay, and I have awoken. I think I got about maybe 5 hours of sleep there. We are traveling through northern Ohio. A glimpse at the map shows that we are not far from Cedar Point. So I had an unfortunate occurrence last night. My CPAP, one of the tubes actually broke. So I am going to need to make it my mission to get another tube once I get to New York. Hopefully I can find a CPAP store. Because of that, I did not get the greatest sleep last night. This is the stop for Sandusky, Ohio. So yeah, if you did want to go to Cedar Point, this is the stop that you would get off on. Got my bed pulled up here. I guess the attendant will probably come remove that at some point. And I'm back in the seated position with my window right here to enjoy the snow that is blanketed across this country. Now, they did make an announcement. They said that there is no cafe car on this train. Now, the cafe car is the car and coach where people buy snacks, drinks, and microwavable hamburgers for the trip. It said that they left snacks and drinks out for the coach passengers. So that's very concerning. It's a almost 24-hour train ride, so I feel really bad for people that have to eat nothing but snacks for 24 hours. I didn't hear them say anything about the dining car, so part of getting a room is that you get your meals included. You get breakfast, lunch, dinner. If they had breakfast, I would have, I think I missed breakfast. It's almost 11 o'clock now. But I haven't heard anything about lunch or dinner. So I may need to do some investigation here. They didn't say there was no dining car, but them saying there's no cafe car concerns me just a smidge. So let's see if we can rustle up some food here on the train. Okay, so I guess we're headed the right direction. This is the dining car this way. Okay, here's the dining car. She's got a really good view here in this car. We grab a menu here. Okay, actually it looks like they are still doing breakfast. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of breakfast here in the dining car. Normally, you have to sit with other people. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of people in here right now. Probably just 'cause it's so late for breakfast right now. It's not quite 11 yet. See the nice fresh cut flour there on our table. Breakfast, we have a breakfast sandwich. It's sausage, egg, and cheese on a bagel. Whoa, a little bumpy. See, I definitely feel a little better getting some food in my belly. Oh my goodness, look at this area between the cars. It is Arctic in here. It's actually snowing inside the train. So yeah, the food situation. They had breakfast. Looks like maybe they're running a late breakfast because just because the train got started so late. So I guess probably everyone's sleeping in. I might still be sleeping, but my CPAP, I the cord's broken. So once I get to New York, I'm gonna try to get a new cord. I don't like having to sleep without it, but surely somewhere in New York City they have a CPAP supply store. Also there appears to be, oh my, I can't believe I'm talking about this again, but there seems to be a bathroom shortage. I overheard a crew member saying we're down to 2 bathrooms, I think out of 6 or 8. So that's worrying. I do have the bathroom in here, the toilet in here. I'm okay using it in certain ways. I'm just really worried about, I don't know. You know what I'm worried about. I just, don't want to have something go wrong and then I have to deal with something. We're rolling into Cleveland, Ohio. Next stop on the Lakeshore Limited. Oh, look at that icy river there. Almost looks like you could walk across that. I feel like it's been a little while since I've been up to Cleveland. May need to stop by sometime and say hello to my friend Balto. think maybe we should wander back down to the dining room and see what we can do about getting some lunch. All right, not too busy in the dining room here. Let's have a seat and see what is for lunch. Yeah, it's really quiet here in the dining car, really quiet on the train. I think a lot of people ended up not getting on the train last night. I think a lot of people went home. So, I don't know, maybe I have the train all to myself. Just a few things to choose from here for lunch. Probably just end up going with the cheeseburger, basically a cheeseburger, a hot dog, turkey sub, ham and Swiss sandwich, or a Greek salad. Yeah, I went with the Angus burger. That looks a lot better than the microwavable burger that I got in Coach last time. That looks a big improvement. Of course, you got potato chips because they don't have like a deep frying fry basket on the train, and all the fixins there. There we go. It was a decent burger. So yeah, a very decent burger. Definitely beats out the Coach burger. But hey there, I haven't seen you in a while. We got ourselves a butter cake. It's been a while since I've had an Amtrak butter cake. So yeah, these are one of my longtime favorite treats on Amtrak. So heavy, so full of butter. Oh my goodness. It was worth the wait. That is so good. We are currently stopped in Erie, Pennsylvania, and while I was eating lunch, I heard some chatter. Something's going on in this train. Something not so great. Apparently, there's 8 public restrooms on this train, and every single one of them is out of order. The toilet in my room is not flushing. Thankfully, there's nothing catastrophic in there because nothing's going down. From the sounds of it, apparently there is some freezing in that has caused this. The frozen pipes, whatever. I don't know how a train works, but apparently this is caused by the cold weather. Has frozen some of the pipes, and the train can the toilets don't flush. So this is seemed for a moment there. It seemed like maybe we were this was going to become a poop train type situation. But from what I heard, from what I overheard, bits and pieces, it sounds like they're going to take us off the train. Apparently, we're in Erie, Pennsylvania. We got a couple hours, maybe an hour or so, to Buffalo, New York, and it sounds like they're going to put us on buses when we get to Buffalo and take us the rest of the way to New York City. Whatever, I'm fine with that. Like, obviously, I'm happy that there's a solution. I'm happy they're not just gonna leave us in Buffalo, make us wait in Buffalo. But yeah, obviously, this train trip has been a little bit snake bitten. I don't know enough about trains to like be critical in any way. Everyone on the crew seems to be working very hard to try to get things in a working order. And like I said, I don't think a lot of people, just judging by going to the dining hall for breakfast, going to the dining room for dining car for lunch, there's just hardly anyone in there. Usually the dining car is like full. People have to sit with strangers. I was able to sit at a table by myself. There was a bunch of empty tables. So I think a lot of people last night, they said that people could leave the train, go wait in the station to be warm. I feel like maybe a lot of people just went ahead and left. Just went ahead and canceled their train trip. I think if it's a certain number of hours late, you can cancel it for free. I think. So I don't know how many people actually stuck it out like I did last night when I laid down. It felt like I was on the train by myself. I didn't hear any noise, any movement. So I don't know how many people are actually still on this train. It does not seem like a lot of people are on the train, and it looks like they're going to. This train is going to go out of commission here shortly. Yeah, stay tuned. We got a bus adventure, maybe, possibly. We'll just see what happens. I'm just along for the ride. Well, it looks like we're leaving Erie on our way to Buffalo. It looks like we have arrived in Buffalo. Oh, the snow is coming down. They get a lot of snow here in Buffalo. It's kind of a snow city, USA. So I've got all my stuff ready. If what I'm being told, we're gonna disembark the train and get on some sort of bus. Apparently, somewhere along the line, there was a change of plans. They made an announcement, but it was just a normal announcement. It's like, oh, if you're getting off of Buffalo, there's several stops, and I was like, well, that didn't sound like we're getting off and getting on buses. So I just wandered down the hallway and was like, hey, anyone know anything about this bus thing I was told? And they said that new plan, no buses. We're gonna stay here on the train, and we are going to, I guess they said they're going to take longer stops they're going to stop the train for longer at each stop so that people can get off the train and use the bathroom. Now, my toilet there, it's actually been flushing and seems to be doing okay. I'm not going overboard with it. I'm not willing to test its capacity, but it appears someone was just filming the train. I always like when you see people like filming the train or taking photos of the train going by. It's really cool. Someone braved the snow in Buffalo to get a good shot of the South Shore Limited rolling by. So I guess we're train bound. We're gonna stay on this train, and either way, it's fine with me. I don't care. I don't care. You can see there are some guys over there working with a tube, so I think they may be trying to fix the toilet problem. And we are moving along. Buffalo, more like Buffalo snow. So the conductor just greeted everyone that got on the train. Actually, they let more people on the train, and we're going. He said He said, apologize for being late, but he says we will get you there. So you can't stop. You can't stop the Lakeshore Limited. It is the little engine that could. Now we pass through Rochester, my home away from home for a year or two. There's downtown Rochester. Skyline. Oh, this billboard's blocking our view. Makes me a little homesick. Never thought I'd miss Rochester, but driving through here. Yeah, it's used to go out in this area, walk along the river, do walk and talk videos. Yeah, so there's some places you don't think you'll miss. But man, I wish we had time to get out of the train and have a garbage plate. So one of the advantages of doing videos every day, filming during the day, uploading in the morning, is that I get instant feedback. I can get up and I can read the comments from yesterday's video, and so it kind of helps me keep in touch, keeps the circle of goodness flowing. And I did see a lot of comments. I just wanted to take a moment to talk about it. A lot of comments, people concerned about my health. Now, of course, my health is private. I'm not going to share, my medical records or anything on the channel, but I understand, and I understand that it comes from a place of concern and a place of care. So let me just talk about my health for a second. In that, I am relatively healthy. I have, my blood pressure is good, my cholesterol's good, all that, all the numbers. My blood sugar, even though I am diabetic, my blood sugar has been at a a level of that of a normal person ever since I started using Ozempic, like 3 years. I think it's been 3 years now I've been on Ozempic, and that's really helped just completely control my diabetes. That being said, I definitely could be doing better health-wise. I could definitely be making some better decisions. I want to lose more weight. Not because I'm vain, not because I even care that much about, I think I look fine. I'm not worried about my physical appearance. But I'd like, sometimes when I'm heavier, it's just more uncomfortable moving. And I got down to about, I think it was about 235 was the thinnest I was when I first started taking my Ozempic, and it felt really good. It felt really comfortable being less weight. I've gained back at least about 10 pounds since then, and I can feel it. It makes a difference. So when I try to lose weight, that's my main goal. Of course, just losing weight is something that makes you healthier. It takes away risk factors. But I go to the doctor every 6 months. My numbers are normal. You can see that I don't always eat the best, and I could do better than that. I do. And here's where everyone's going to say I'm making excuses, and to some level I am, but what I eat here on camera isn't necessarily what I have for every meal. Now, I feel myself probably once a day eating, and I don't necessarily not necessarily been making the healthiest decisions recently. I do try to leave out things like dessert, sugar. I do try to eat a lot of sugar. I try to cut down on bread. Not doing so good on that. Today I did have the butter cake. I tried not to have dessert constantly, but every now and then. And today was a dessert day. So that's kind of my blood sugar's under control with Ozempic. I understand it's better to have to lose weight and control it that way. And honestly, guys, I'm trying. And it's something I have no plans to make commitments on this channel about that I'm going to lose this much weight, or that I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that. Because it's just, to me, it's just personal, and it's something that I need to do for the right reasons for myself. And you probably think I'm making excuses again, but in the end, it is my decisions. Very much understand you guys being concerned, and I understand. Within the last couple days, Adam's autopsy report came out, and he had essentially he had a heart attack. There was something wrong with his heart. I don't have a whole bunch to say about that, other than I knew it was natural causes, and I didn't even want to speculate on what it could be. So I don't think it's very productive, to think, if he did this better, if he did this differently, would he still be with us? I don't know, and I don't even want to sit and think about that, because it's something that you just don't know the answer to. So that's just kind of the state of my health and kind of where I'm at. I didn't want you guys to feel like I was just ignoring you, because I know it comes from a place of care. I used to get really, really irritated, because it is the thing where I'm eating, and every time I eat, people are critical. Sometimes people just seem really even misinformed, to the point where with diabetes, some people seem to be under the belief that diabetics don't eat food, because I would eat something with that wasn't sugar, that wasn't sweet. And people are like, what about your diabetes? Diabetes is it's sugar. It's lots of things, sugar and lots of things, but the main thing that I have to watch out for, that the diabetics watch out for, is sugar. And of course, at any point my diabetes could get worse again. But guys, I'm healthy. I get checked out. I go to the doctor regularly. I go every 6 months. Every 6 months I have my blood drawn. They test me, and I've been on a really good streak. A couple, 3-4 years ago I went through a bad streak, but right now everything's good. I have my CPAP that is broken. I'm gonna hopefully get the piece to replace that once I get to New York City. May have to sleep without it tonight, but that's just how it goes, I guess. So There you go. That's all I have to say about that. And good news, my third meal of the day, also known as dinner, has arrived. Got some ice, the Diet Coke. Oh, there's another butter cake. And let's see. Oh, I think I got a dinner roll there. There's some ranch for the salad, butter for the bread, and there is my entree. All right, let's tear into this foil. There we go. Got the side salad and the butter chicken, which is kind of like an Indian dish. Reminds me of chicken masala. This is my favorite thing on this menu. This isn't the main menu. I think this is the trains out west have a better menu. I think they just have better facilities in order to create food. But from the east, the eastern menu, I think this is probably my favorite item. All right, bon appetit. Having a train dinner. A salad. Everything's good with ranch on it. From that roll. And I guess we'll try the butter chicken. It's got rice there, and a little bit of cauliflower. It's really creamy chicken. Sorry, it's a little hot. So that's yummy. Perfectly acceptable meal to eat while rolling down the tracks. And into Syracuse here. Look at that big giant flame. First fresh air stop of the trip here in Syracuse. It's been so snowy here as we traveled through New York. You can see my car here right next to the dining car. People in there dining. All right, I think I've breathed enough fresh air. Let's head back into the train. Just stopped here at the Utica, New York train station. See that snow-covered steam engine. I don't know if I've given the appropriate update, but apparently there are toilets working throughout the train. My toilet works. Gentleman, the attendant said that they got the toilets working. I think it was when we saw the guys here with the tubes. They were doing something. I think they fixed it. So this train ride on the Lakeshore Limited was the poop train that never was. Heading into Schenectady, New York, one of my favorite town names. It's actually a movie called Schenectady, New York, starring Seymour Philip Hoffman. It's a really trippy, strange movie. It's like he's like putting together a play, and then the play like blends into reality. It's hard to explain. Just go watch it. Schenectady. Here we are in Capital City, Albany, New York. All right, another fresh air break here out in Albany, which they've got a lot of snow. Got a lot of snow on the tracks. Now here in Albany, they actually normally take several of the cars off of the Lakeshore Limited, and that like kind of splits into two. One half goes to Boston, one half goes on to New York City. But they said, I guess the Boston half is not going to Boston tonight, but instead they're going to put the people headed into Massachusetts on a bus, and then the buses are going to take them to where they need to go. Yeah, just look how deep that snow is there on the tracks. Oh, there goes the other engines. I guess those are the ones that we didn't need. Okay, and after quite a little layover, a couple hours here in Albany, we are headed on our way. Poughkeepsie. Yeah, a lot of the towns here in New York have fun names. Poughkeepsie. Traveling alongside the Hudson River.
This is New York City, last stop.
did. She actually made it. Here we have arrived at Penn Station. Let's get out of here. The trains actually arrive here underneath Madison Square Garden. Oh my goodness, look at all this snow here in New York City. Look at this. Oh my goodness. We've arrived from the Windy City to the Big Apple. We are here in New York. Only about 8 hours late, but that's okay. The journey isn't what's important, it's the destination. Scratch that, I'm just happy to be here. Look at this big loud vent here. I think it was in New York City that Marilyn Monroe had her dress blown up. That is so loud. You can hear the trains. You can hear the trains down there, the train engines running. Oh, look at all these taxi cabs. I bet they hate driving in the snow. Yeah, wound up. It's a little bit after 2 o'clock a.m. right now, but this is the city that never sleeps, and so it's still awake. I don't know. I'm just proud. I'm proud of the little engine that could. The Lake Shore Limited, despite mechanical problems, despite cold, despite snow, despite the lack of toilets, it made its way all the way to the big city. I would take one of these bikes to my hotel, but they're all snowed in. Where is everybody? Seems like the whole city's empty. Oh my goodness. I am in a hotel room and I am in New York City. I'm just happy to be here, folks. It's cold outside. It's going to be a cold couple days here. Planning on being here about 4 days, and then we're going to take a train to Philadelphia, and it's going to be cold there too. But you know what? It's cold everywhere, and we gotta be somewhere. But oh my gosh, yeah! What an adventure! Trains always an adventure. You gotta bring your aloha with you when you're riding trains, because things usually don't go as expected. So I'm gonna get some rest on this bed, and I'm gonna wake up all bright, early, and chipper tomorrow, and hit the town. Yeah, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun here. Thank you guys so much for coming along with me. Special thank you to those that have been following along day to day with the videos. If you're new here, I travel the United States. I've been to all 50 United States filming roadside attractions, amusement parks, museums, haunted houses, and other fun stuff. We do road trips on this channel. We travel by automobile, airplane, train, and even boat. If you'd like to help out the channel, consider Patreon, $3 or more. We'll get you a postcard once a month from me to you. If you'd like a souvenir, we have a souvenir shop over on Etsy. You can buy motel key fobs, pressed pennies, enamel pins, all sorts of fun stuff. And all those things can be found in the description of this video. And all those things help to keep this train on the track, this boat in the water, and this dirigible in the air. Until next time, my friends, this one's in the bag.